let's talk about this one, mAadhaar, and I'm of course not going to use Genymotion. I'm going to use Android Studio. That's what we're using for everything. And I don't need a Linux machine to do this, just my Mac will do. So I don't think it matters which one of these I run. Let's run a phone of some kind. There we go. All right. All right, now. So this is an Indian government app, and there was a famous hacker that posted a whole disassembly of this thing on Twitter, and that's how I learned about it and did what he did, and it's pretty cool. So we're going to install the app, and so here we download this old version and put it on there. Now, the easiest way to do it, we could use ADB to install it, or we could just download it directly on the phone. I guess I'll use ADB. Let me download it locally. I'll put it in downloads. All right. And now I'll get a shell and ADB. All right, and ADB devices. He's my emulator, so we're set. So I can just install that thing. Let's go into downloads where it is. ls in.star. There it is. Okay, so I can just do this, ADB install, and as we were just talking about in the lecture, even though I have not rooted this phone, or at least I haven't elevated myself to root for the moment, I can still install things without being root. As you know, you don't have to be root to install an app on your phone, so I can do that. And failed to stat that file. All right, now wait a minute. I just checked and it's there. Wait, it's got this weird 20. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, it doesn't, something seems to be wrong with this name, 20 and 19. It's got the thing in here twice. Oh, there's a copy in, oh. Yeah, all I want is this much. That's the one that's hacked. This is a surprising error to have. I only want up to here. All right, ADB install the app. This command is not right. After we modify it and recompile it, the path will look like that with the dist folder. But right now it doesn't, so that's rude. Anyway, ADB install the app. So it's Indian dot, and just let tab complete it. There we go. All right, so now the app has been installed on the phone. And, I said, maybe it has killed the phone? What's the deal here? Well, this is not good. Let's try a cold boot. Now you just chime at me. All right, now I was just super late. Okay, maybe it was still installing it. So, mAadhaar, you see it?
Direct center.
Oh, that's it. Okay, good. Thank you. Good. Okay. Your device is rooted. For security reasons, you cannot run this app. That's what it tells me. Let me put this on the desktop. Come on, put it on the desktop. There we go. Here, your device is rooted. You can't use this app. So we've seen this before, root detection. So the first thing we have to do is nuke the root detection. So that's not that hard. So we'll use JADX to read the code as we did before. If I just run JADX GUI, which I've downloaded, after it's in the downloads folder, you just run it in the command line and it will launch our JADX tool somewhere. Here it comes. All right. And you can open the APK in here and see Java code. So I go to downloads. And I load the most recent thing, which is that Indian app, and it decompiles the Java bytecode back into Java. Which is what I mean when I tell people, Android developers, you need to realize that they're handing me all their source code. All right, so now that we've got that, this is just telling you how to get JADX in case you don't have it. All right, so now look in JADX, expand resources, and look at Android Manifest. There's the Android Manifest, which we've talked about before. That shows us what you can do here. And let me just move these instructions to another screen so I can consult them while demonstrating stuff. All right, and so we want to find the launcher app that launches, because we notice we don't get anywhere without it detecting that we're rooted. So apparently, the very first thing that happens is detecting a root, and so we should see launcher app. somewhere just after the first blob of things here. File provider paths, and in the next one should be launcher. There's launcher. Here is the activity. This has an intent filter, the launcher, so when you double click the picture of the app, this is what launches, and here it is. Let me make my picture, okay. It should be splash, yeah, it is splash screen activity, just what you expect. Naturally, when you launch an app, up comes the splash screen with the picture of the app and the pretty picture, that's what you expect. So that's the point. Splash screen activity is the app. So, and there's a diagram here that shows how this works from the initial Android documentation. You have activity launched, on create, activity running, and the first method called, when an activity is launched, is the on create method. So I want to go to the splash screen activity, and I will look at the on create method, which, like every object-oriented language, the first thing it does is create itself. So I want to navigate to that, and so it's going to be here in this one here, in.gov, and then UI, and then activity. All right, and in activity, I will find splash screen activity, and there it is. So here's what happens when you first open the app, and we want to find the onCreate method. So this is the public class, and here's A. And this ABC stuff is because there's an obfuscator, a free one from Google that is completely worthless, that changes some of your names to like A, B, and C to try to hide things, but it doesn't accomplish much. And so here's onCreate. So this is the very first thing it does. All right. So now we want to find the code sections here. If FA context, okay, public void on create, B set visibility, I think this one, if FA this and FAB this, then Z is false. All right, that's interesting. It was a little bit different when I did it before, but anyway. And then if Z is false, then it's going to print something. And else if not new B this, A. Okay, these are the root detectors, these things here. And the routine to detect an altered app is F.A. This is the one that detects if you altered the app. This one does have integrity verification. And so if you scroll to the top of the splash screen, F.A is the integrity detector. If you scroll to the top, you can see, let me go to my printout here that I can follow more easily. So the two things, I'm looking for F.A and F.B, and then I'm not sure about this one. We'll start with F.A and F.B. All right, so F.A is the, this module imports B.F here. All right. So if you go to BF, you will find a SHA-256 hash going to a hard-coded value. So let me see if I can duplicate that in this live version here, which just looks a little bit different in this decompiled code. So at the top, I wanted to see that it imported F.B, and there it is, B.F, okay. So it imports the function there. And so I get there by expanding BF. So the mAadhaar, here's B, and here's F. And in there, in BF, I did not do it right. I wanted to expand B, and then go to F. That's right. Okay, here we are in F. There we go. And in there, I should find a SHA-256 hash with a hard-coded value, which I am unfortunately not seeing in my example here. Let's see if we can find it. I don't know what that garbage is. All right, my plan of demonstrating this is not working as well as I thought. I can't understand, as usual, my own instructions. I don't see a hard-coded value anywhere. Maybe this gen key parameter, spec 256, signature to byte array, instance update signature to byte array, and code to string, string builder, Z2, Z equals Z2, catch, exception. I'm not seeing the hard-coded value anywhere, but apparently it is there. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to modify the app and turn off the integrity control by just causing these routines to fail. So let's go to APK tool and do it. The part where I'm able to follow the logic from his example, I'm not able to do again right now. So let's do APK tool. Make sure it runs from everywhere. It does, good. So APK tool, disassemble with -F -R, which doesn't bother disassembling the parts that are hard to put back together. Disassemble the app. All right, and now we're gonna grep splash screen activity -R dot and run it through less -S to stop it from wrapping in an irritating way. And we'll find out which files refer to splash screen activity, if I spelled it correctly. Well, that doesn't appear to be doing anything. Maybe I spelled something wrong. Give it Control C and Q, splash screen activity. No, looks like I spelled it right. Well, let's see if it's actually doing anything.
You have to cd into the disassembly thing. Do you need to like go into the directory?
I shouldn't have to. It should go recursively into all the directories from here.
Okay.
I mean, I could maybe speed it up by going into the right directory.
Yeah, because you're doing your downloads, you might have a lot of stuff in there.
Oh, in my downloads folder, you're right. That's right. Thank you. That's the problem. Good. Yeah, that's why it's taken forever. A good point. So let's do that. Let's go into there. That's right. My downloads folder probably has something horrible in it. Let's try it from here. Ah, thank you. Good. I appreciate the help. All right. So the main Smalley path appears, and as you see, everything seems to be in splash screen activity $1 or $A, $1 or $A. And maybe there's a few others down there. So there's only a few ones, and the one I like is splash screen activity .smalley, this one, without the $A. So I found, I was guided by this guy's instructions which file to get to, and we're just reproducing it. So it's one of those files we found there. So let's nano this file. Oops, Control C, something's wrong. I got nano, Control X, Control X. Okay. Oh, I got nano somehow. All right. Control A will get me there. All right. New file. Oh, probably because I'm in a different folder. Yep. I don't need that first path anymore because, as you pointed out, I switched into that directory. So it's here. There we go. All right. So we want to find the code shown below that has FA and FB. And I can search for it, but I thought it was close enough that I could just scroll down and find it. Here's B, but I should see an F semicolon slash A and an F. Here it's FA and FB. There they are. All right. If the app is modified, the code sets the parameter P1 to 0. And let me, all right, this P1 is set to 0. That's what happens if it's modified. So this is where it's comparing these two variables. So all I have to do is make sure is set it to 1 instead. There. Now it will always report that the app has not been modified. All right. And now root detection is in here too, that calls the Scotty Tab root beer root detector. Right there it is. So all you got to do is comment out all the root beer detection, which is a whole bunch of lines here. And get rid of that go to, there. There, now it will not invoke root beer to find out if the phone is rooted. And that's it. Those are the modifications. All right, and so now we rebuild the app, which is, I think I have to be in the directory above here. There. Now from that directory, I rebuild it. Yep, that's what should happen. All right, and now I make a code signing certificate. I might have one from before, but I found it simpler to just keep making one every time because you never know if you're in the same folder on the same machine. Password. Ask yes for the last answer. Oh, I did it wrong. There. All right. And now we sign it with jar signer. Enter password. Oh dear. Oh well. Oh well. Fine. Hopefully it'll work. All right. And jar signer. The operation couldn't be completed. Unable to locate a Java runtime. Oh, this happened last week, didn't it? And there was some. I think I just have to do source. ls here. I think I made a ls-a here, ls-a here. I made a file here called .config, I think. Nope. Profile. And actually, I found out what it needs to be. It needs to be RSHRC or something. ZSHRC is what it needs to be to make it automatically take effect on the Mac. ZSHRC or something. Anyway, source profile will do it for now, but I really should remember sometime to make the, I did it for a student, Googled up the answer. This is, I guess, the Z shell, and it's not profile, it's the Z RSHRC or something that will automatically load. There, now I can presumably do this. Jar signer. Crap. Oh, it looks like the profile's not, all right, so what did we do before? Java minus V. It's on here, right? I forgot what we did last time too. How very annoying. All right, I think I just Googled and find out where is Java on the Mac M1. This stuff always happens with Java. All right, got to do it again. Where? On Mac M1. Java dash version. Yeah, it should, shouldn't it? But I think it's not going to work. Let's see. I think I tried that. Java. Oh no, it was working. Java dash version. No, wait. I did have it. All right, so now I know. So how do I find it? There should, some things have which Java? Oh, user bin Java. Well, that's a start. And if I go there, ls. That's probably a shortcut pointing somewhere. No, it's not. It's actually an executable. Well, jar signer is not there, though. Let's see. I don't think so. It wouldn't find it if it was there. In fact, I could put a shortcut there, and then it would find thing. Bin jar. Yeah, jar signer is there, but it can't find the JVM directory. So this is not the problem. Jar signer. Unable to locate a Java runtime that supports JAWS Signer. Okay, that's what we need to work on. All right. If I do the same thing enough times, I'll eventually remember the answer. Even though, right, and maybe Mac M1 would help. I wonder if somebody in the chat remembers, somebody says OpenJDK Hill. See, it's already, a package file is needed. Yeah, we've already installed it last week, though. It's just there's some stupid environment variable that needs to get fixed, which we fixed last time, and I somehow did not make the fix stay permanent. Unable to locate. Good, this is good. Yeah, this guy got the same error, so here's your Java version. Downloading the JDK. Mac users. I did this. Sudo link. Yes, it was here. It was brew put it in someplace stupid. That's it. It's this brew prefix. Opt homebrew. Okay, it's in opt homebrew, and we have to set some kind of variable to this opt homebrew thing. So let me get a text window to put stuff in. Okay. So the first part of it is opt homebrew. We need to set some environment variable to go here. And I thought I saved it somewhere, but apparently I did not save it anywhere useful. All right. Now, then we need this garbage, opt OpenJDK live exec. So let's go here. Opt homebrew. Okay. And then opt OpenJDK. Right, there's another opt. No wonder you can't find it. This is really stupid. Then there is OpenJDK. Okay. And I guess OpenJDK.19 would work. At 19. What's in here is bin. And in there is a bunch of good stuff. So now I just done this path. That path needs to be saved someplace in some environment variable or something. And but these guys did it with a link, a symbolic link, going into library Java virtual machine. Wow. That looks like a permanent fix. Library Java virtual machine. If I can fix this part, so let me copy. I just need to, let's see if I can do this. If I can do this, that would be a permanent fix. But I got to modify it for my system. So this is the command. Okay. Now, mine is OpenJDK 19. But live exec. Well, that could be. Let's start by seeing if this is a real thing on my system. CD there. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's a good place to be. And they want to put it here in library Java virtual machines. Let's see if I can get there. CD/library Java virtual machines. Wow. Well, okay, this does look like a winner. And do I want to call, I probably want to call this OpenJDK 19, I'm guessing. Let's try that. Let's see if this does it. That might do it. Let's go to where I needed to be, which was downloads. And then jar signer. That jar signer command. Ooh. Neat. A permanent fix. Okay, good. Well, then we're back on the road. And now we can, you should hopefully remember it this time. Now we got to get rid of the old app because you can't install the new app on the old app because it doesn't have the same signature. In fact, it might be entertaining to just watch that happen. This is the install we tried to do before. which I unfortunately repeated the same install command up above, which is a mistake. This is the install command with the dist in it, and with 2 names to the app. This is the way to the new repackaged app. So there's the install. Let's look at our Android emulator here. There it is. Okay, there's the Android emulator, and let's get this there. Let's try installing it, and we should get an error, and we did get install failure incompatible. Signatures do not match. Just what we ought to see. So we got to get rid of the old one. So we'll go into settings. There might be other ways to do it, but if you did not get it from the store, I'm not sure how else to do it. You can go to the store and uninstall app, but this didn't come from the store. So you go in settings, apps, and now you find this thing, see all 32 apps, and it's called, oops, weird thing is happening when I try to scroll. Nope, doesn't like scrolling. All right, let's go back. Maybe I can use the up and down arrow keys. Nope. Well, maybe I can type in. Nope. Well, I got to figure out how to scroll. Every time I scroll, weird things happen.
Is it the search button in the top right?
Is there a search button? Is that what that is? Neat, thank you. Or mAadhaar, isn't it? There it is. Good, thank you. And now I can uninstall. Good. All right. There, now it has forgotten the old one. Now I can put on the new one, and it succeeds. All right. And now the new one should no longer bother me with details like the fact that it's been modified. And why can't I go home? Home, there, I can go home. There we are. Ha, and now I get in. And now I can, now if we continue, I didn't go as far in his, the next thing is it's using certificate pinning to connect to the server. So you have to turn that off too. But anyway, I didn't get that far. Well, that would be kind of fun. I might try it again one of these days because I think they needed Frida for that and I couldn't get Frida to work that semester. But now we have Frida working. So that would be cool. Anyway, that's this one here. And that's the first demo I wanted to show you tonight. And that took longer than I thought. That might be the only one. Let me take a look at the schedule. But first I'll stop this video if I can find my video app. There it is. All right.